Sunt foarte multe companii în România și cele mai multe dintre ele sunt evident companii mici și mijlocii care pot avea această posibilitate de a inova, de a crea comunitatea intelectuală românească. Unul dintre lucrurile care lipsește sau care au lipsit până acum sunt fondurile. Mi-aduc aminte când a fost Bill Gates în România în februarie, s-a întâlnit cu mai multe personalități, una dintre ele a fost actualul ministru de finanțe, Valojan Osganian, care îi spunea: Bill, dacă până acum noi în România aveam idei și nu aveam bani, acum avem o grămadă de bani și ar trebui să ne ajutați să vedem ce facem cu ei. Ei, unul dintre ajutoarele concrete pe care cred că putem să le dăm în acest context este accesul mai facil la fondurile europene. Cam atât am vrut să vă spun deocamdată. În continuare, e rândul project managerului întregului proiect, Ioana, profesionist.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Johanna Georgi, actually. Well, my name just changed a month ago, and just managed to change it myself, and I didn't have time to let everyone know here. But anyway, I think I'll listen to Björkström as well, so it's no problem. I was asked to come here to talk a bit about the concrete results of EUGA. We've been hearing now a lot about the sort of general background, why do we invest in such a project and so on. And I've been working with this project for about 2 years now. So I was asked to come here and then tell a bit more about what are we doing really, what's happening within this project. I would say that we work within 3 focus areas. We've got innovation, we've got training and employability, and we've got growth. I would say that within these areas, this is where we see most projects taking place. We will see SMEs innovating. That is one of the fundamentals, I think, for growth in its substance. We also see a lot of SMEs seeking support for investment projects, and a lot within training and employability. How does this work? I would say there are 3 main processes within EUGA today that we work with. To start with, and the most visible one, of course, is the awareness part, where we've got the database, and I have the general address here. I'll also show you the Romanian address, the Romanian site, where you can go and get all the information in local language. But this site, this portal, is supposed to work as a one-stop shop where anyone, for free, can access information about available public grants on a European level, on national level, regional and local level. I think when we speak a lot about the possibilities on the EU level. We speak about EU grants. But I would say there are a lot of possibilities also on national and regional and local level, and not only grants, but also could be tax deductions and other types of public funding. We also got the hands-on support, which is also, I think, one of the most important parts of the EUGA engine that we speak of. This is the availability to free expertise about public funding. So we can put the information there about public funds, what's available, but then again, it's quite difficult for the individual person or the SME to understand what does this really mean. Should I go for that big investment grant or that big innovation grant, or should I pretty much instead look at on a national level, is there something available here? And that's where this hands-on support comes into place, where you can actually access and get the help directly from a consultant who will help you then to evaluate your project and see what the opportunities really are. And then on the third part, we also got the advocating part, and that's the whole consortium that we're talking about here, the contact between the expertise within the ICT industry in Romania, in this case, and the connection where you can actually discuss and we can have a push for develop the ICT policies nationally and also on an EU level. This is something that we do within the EUGA project on an EU level, but also on a national level. I was also asked to go into a bit more detail about this portal. We hear about this portal and it's been about how does it work then. I would say Romania will actually be one of the first benefits of the new portal. What we have now is something that's more interactive, where the user is enabled to do individual searches and also save in a dynamic way, save their searches. There are predefined fields, so the client or the user can go in and specialize or make a specific search according to this company's prerequisites. We also have automatic updates on when the nature of grants may be that there's nothing available at the very moment. There will be an automatic alert for you to, well, now you should go and check in if something new is on. That's what probably would happen then in November when the ICT programs are announced. And when you're doing a search, you get a list of available grants, listing that these are the possibilities that you have at this very moment. For the user, then you just scroll through and see what of this is of interest to me. Do I see anything that jumps out immediately that I think that this is what I'm looking for? And then it's also available to then click and go in and get more detailed information about that very specific grant. You can also then log in when you have that information about that specific grant or that specific funding opportunity. Usually what companies say is that I don't really still understand if this is good, if this is something that actually is suitable for my company. So what you then can do, and that's where we've got the hands-on support, is that you log in and request further assistance. And you will then be asked to fill in a bit more information about your company. And it will then be sent to a consultant who will do a first check if this is of interest or not. And if this is deemed to be of value or that be anything that you can actually get granted or get funding for, it will also be forwarded then to a specialist in public funding who then can help the company to apply for the funding and also follow them through the whole process. And then we also have then the localized version. So actually I would really encourage you to go in and use this on your own. The idea is to give you news, to give the user news about public funding, to get this search engine, and also get some practical examples of public funding, of companies that receive funding and what's going on. The number of projects consulted, that is the companies that have asked to be consulted. I think we have about a monthly page views of 150,000 page views to that and 30,000 unique viewers. So it's not the total number of companies actually using the database, but actually asking for more information and hands-on support. We had about close to 1,000 projects submitted so far, and of this 600 have been granted, and the total success rate is a bit better than overall in Europe. It's about 86.6%. We've got about 250 million euros, which is the total project size of the projects that have asked for investment, and 127 million euros that have been awarded so far. And this is about, well, that will be about 50%. I would say we see more and more bigger projects now. From the beginning, we talked a lot about these individual companies looking for funding, but we're seeing more and more, and with also the new structural and social funds from EU. They're looking for this more big impact projects where small SMEs go group their applications to make joint applications. I wanted to also give you a bit of practical insight on what could this be, and what type of projects have we done so far. On a very grand scale, we'll start with the big projects that have been sort of engineered in collaboration with the consortium partners and so on. We had a Polish case where from the Polish government there was a need for IT literacy. There was a lack of IT skilled personnel. So what happened is that the EUGA consultant then helped a number of training institutes to apply for funding in order to be able to offer subsidized training courses. And so far up to date, I think they're close to 50,000 individuals have been trained in IT. And this, I think it's encompassed about 7.5 million euros. This is obviously a big project in training, but I think this is what's feasible when you have this type of central consortium working with